Public art. It brings beauty to our city's streets and walls. But does it serve as more than that? I'm Justin Gephardt, and I'm taking to the streets of Fort Wayne to meet with artists who have left their mark on Fort Wayne and discuss the power of public art.
My name is Sean Dunwoody. I'm a muralist. I live in Rochester, New York, and I painted the Hello Fort Wayne mural in downtown Fort Wayne. When I approach a project, I want to do a public art piece, I think about a few things. I think about accessibility, how many people are able to engage with it, whether they be 3 or 93, walking or wheeling. I want to figure out ways that people have access to it. The second thing is it exciting? Is it vibrant? Does it speak at some note and tone to anyone walking by? Does it resonate and give a sort of hum that someone can vibrate with? And thirdly, I try to find a way to use the community in creating the piece and design or actually putting brush to wall. Because when someone has physically been engaged in the act of mural making, they've put their strike of yellow on the wall. They now own that strike of yellow, and they will continue to come back and say, hey, look, I put a stripe of yellow on that wall. And that's how you really tend to engage community and keep the life there. I always look at public art as how do we maintain its afterlife? What happens after the work is done? What happens after the sculpture is installed? How does that resonate and how does that work with people? So those are really the 3 ways I kind of look at approaching public art and engaging communities. So I saw a call from Art This Way, a call for a mural in a corridor. And I did a bit of research and thought maybe there was something that can be sort of vibrant in this alleyway. I thought about florals and various other things that could happen. So I submitted my concept. They were like, hey, we're going to go with this. Why don't you come on down and make this happen? So working with the fantastic Alex Hall and Art This Way team, I was able to pull off this mural. And I said, hey, I want to have community involved in this. I want to have people out. It was a great experience working with folks. And I also had some apprentices that were working with me as well to actually help me complete this piece. And one of the final things I actually did do was which wasn't in my original design, was to write Fort Wayne. As I strolled around downtown, I realized none of the murals actually said Fort Wayne. So I said, why don't I just put Fort Wayne in there? So that's how Fort Wayne ended up in there. So I altered my design because I felt, these are the hello moments were on the cap ends, to say hello to you, bold, striking hello. But in the middle, in the heart of it all, sits Fort Wayne. I had a great experience working with the folks in Fort Wayne. That occasion and many others led me to realize the power of public art and what it can actually do. It can set the tone of the day. It can add a direction in one's life. It can remind someone of a particular moment, whether it be good, bad, or whatever it may be. And it's there. It's there when you need it. Sometimes people don't view art as something that's there when you need it. And when you can find that connection point, that sculpture, that mural, that installation, it's there for you. It's there for you to find your point of wonder or wizardry, whatever it may be. And I think that's where public art has its place. It does connect with us. And sometimes we tend to not look at them after a while and we figure, oh, we don't see it anymore. But it's still a part of who we are. It's still a part of our structure. And I guarantee you, if someone removed a piece of public art that someone saw every day and it was gone, they would realize it and be like, well, what happened? Well, why did they do that? And why didn't I know about this? Public art has always played an important role in the history of civilization. From the ancient hieroglyphs to cave paintings. I mean, we have always displayed public art to relay a message of hope, of fear, or to give a vision. So it's always been integral to how humans connect with other humans. A lot of public art was funded by organizations or philanthropic individuals who wanted to say, hey, yeah, I want to put my name on here. I want a statue of this person, or I want that. And people pulled together for that resource and to make that happen. But I think I'm starting to see now when I'm speaking to other cities, other countries about their public art movements, I've seen a lot more of their municipalities and governments being invested in that and seeing that there is something to that point of having something beautiful to look at. There is nothing wrong with having something that's powerful, persuasive, provocative in the public realm. And I think that governments are starting to understand that that does help to stimulate a mental growth. It also helps to stimulate the creative economy, which is very valuable to the undercurrent of who we are as cities, as towns, as a country. That creative economy is what keeps us going, that gives us that breath to say, let's keep creating this public artwork, let's keep creating songs, let's keep, whether you like it or not, working with or against AI. It's all these things that make it happen. Let's keep making films, let's keep doing what we do. And if the government on this end has the power to come in, not as propaganda, but as a powerful force to move their community, to move their artists, and to move minds. I think that's the thing that we're seeing when new construction's going on. I see it so often in many calls where people are like, hey, we want artwork and we want people involved in this artistic process. It's, I'm seeing there's not so much of, oh, you know, you stay in your cave and you carve away. No, it's like, you know, let's be engaged with people so people can better appreciate and understand the process and understand your connection to the piece. So now you have public art that is around the world and people from everywhere travel to view and partake in viewing this public art. So public art can be and is a vehicle of outreach, of explanation, and empowerment. And it beautifies a place at the same time as well.